Hey, y'all, it's time for more Quantum West, where I look at chapters of Ishmael, the Star Trek book by Barbara Hambly. There is a book in my hand, but the magic of green screen makes it hard for you to see. There it is. Oh, I'm so professional. I'm about out the door on a vacation, so this is going to be the low rent, low effects direct to camera version of these reviews. I hope you like them enough to still click subscribe and whatever other calls of action I'm supposed to do. You can imagine them, blah, 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 something about Raid Shadow Legends, or is that too old? Let's get started though with Ishmael, Spock in Seattle. Let's go. That's a loud washing machine, but I got to get this done. Chapter 7 introduces us to the starship Potemkin, a reference to the Eisenstein film of the same name, and of course, a reference to the real ship. The present serves as a nod to real world lore and the open and inclusive world of Star Trek that saw the then current Soviet Union and the US resolving their differences and going off into space. I mean, after the eugenics wars and everything, but that's additionally, this chapter introduces a group of scientists stationed on the starbase. Their present hints at the scientific exploration research that takes place within the Star Trek universe, emphasizing once again the importance of knowledge and discovery. The way that Kirk tries to solve the problem is by asking the experts who study such problems. Kirk encounters in this quest a unique alien species known as the Drelb. These gelatinous beings communicate through color changes and emitted odors, though they can grow mouths to speak. This adds, of course, an intriguing layer to their characterization. They are depicted as polite and honest to a fault, showcasing their distinctive abilities. In a fascinating twist, the Drelb that Kirk is talking to shapeshifts its form to present dainty hands with pink painted fingernails, displaying an unexpected attraction towards Kirk. This element adds a touch of humor and highlights the universal appeal of Captain James Tiberius Kirk's charisma. This chapter also alludes to the notion that coffee is not suitable for consumption in space, potentially explaining some of the later TNG era tea-related issues with replicators. This small detail adds a layer of realism and humor, addressing the practicalities of life aboard a starship. And please remember that during this TOS series time frame, they are usually at war with the Klingons. As the characters engage in conversation and brainstorming, they conclude that the number they possess must represent a specific date that Spock has given them a time to go to. This deduction takes place in the cafeteria, symbolizing the importance of collaboration and shared knowledge and problem solving. The reference to Battleship Potemkin adds a layer of depth and intertextuality to the narrative. The inclusion of the starship pays homage to the iconic film. The reference extends beyond the confines of the Star Trek universe, as we've seen time and again with this densely reference-packed work that's as if Ready Player One knew how to weave references in organically to a story that was not about the references, and taps into the cinematic history that is necessary to understand Star Trek, and also helps us expand the narrative's cultural connections. By referencing Potemkin, the chapter invites readers to explore the thematic resonances between the film and the events unfolding in the story. Potemkin is known for its portrayal of a mutiny aboard a battleship and the subsequent rebellion against oppressive forces. This connection prompts the readers to consider parallels and themes of resistance, power dynamics, and social change within the Star Trek context. For example, Spock will very soon start questioning the social pressures of the Wild West that he finds himself in. Furthermore, the presence of the starship Potemkin serves as a subtle nod to the wider world of art and cinema. It reflects the inclusive nature of Star Trek, which often incorporates references and influences from various artistic mediums to enrich its storytelling. The encounter with the Drelb alien species continues to highlight the diverse range of life forms in the Star Trek universe. Their unique form of communication and shapeshifting abilities contribute to the series' long-standing tradition of showcasing imaginative and distinct alien species. The Drelbs, characterized as polite and honest beings, challenge stereotypes and offer a refreshing perspective on alien interactions. As for the revelation that the coffee is not suitable for consumption in space, this touch of realism and humor is added to the narrative. It emphasizes the attention to detail in depicting practicalities and challenges of life aboard a starship. After all, where does the food from the replicator come from? No wonder some people have a theory.
We recycle pretty much everything on a starship. That includes waste.
It's made of our shit, you know. That's the base material that we use in our replicators.
I thought the cake was chocolate.
Don't I wish?
These small details resonate with fans who will appreciate the franchise's dedication to scientific accuracy. Overall, Chapter 7 weaves together references to cinematic history, the exploration of diverse alien species, and the attention to practical details in space travel. By incorporating elements from outside the Star Trek universe, the chapter enriches the narrative, fostering connections with broader cultural context and inviting readers to delve deeper into the themes and inspirations behind the story. Well, things are starting to ramp up here, so be sure to stay tuned to this channel for more unpacking of Ishmael or the one with Spock in Seattle. No whales, though, yet. Bye.